Hello, it's that time of year for giving. Last week I showed you some gift ideas that people could get you as a maker. But what about things you can do for other people? Things you can make for them? I'm thinking candle holders this year. So I've got a selection of different things that I can help make candle holders from, and a pile of wood. I can start with tea light holders. I've got these little brass coloured dishes. So what I need is a block of wood for them to go into. So I've got a block of wood. I'm going to cut down to the size I need for these tea lights. Then I think I'm going to tilt the blade over and add some angled pieces just to make the shape a bit more interesting. I'm going to get 3 of these tea light inserts installed on here. Now I've had these little cups for years myself, and measuring them I can see that they're 41mm. So I've got a special 41mm Forstner bit. I'll put links down below to some of these cups, but I can't guarantee they're the same ones I have. So I'll put a link to the 41mm Forstner bit as well, but you might want to get the cups first and check them and then order a bit that is exactly the right size. So I'm going to get the position of these marked out, and then I can drill the holes for them. So that's the first design done. I can get these little cups, they just push in with a friction fit into there. Get some tea lights in, and there, first design all finished. Right, let's do something else using tea lights. What I have is some tea light holders just from IKEA. These things are really cheap, and what I like about them is they have a little stepped base, which is 51mm. So I've ordered a 51mm Forstner bit. I'll put a link to that below. So now I'm going to cut another block of wood for these to go onto. So again, I'm going to get marked out where I want these holes to go, get them drilled, but I'm not going to go down as far this time. That's 2 designs done then using tea lights. Now I've got some more little inserts, but these ones are much smaller, little tiny candles. So what I'm going to do is take a couple of 3x2s and get them joined together at a 45°, and then have candles on them. So first job is to cut the angles. Now, the sides of these are sloped, so candles are not really going to stick to them. I need to cut in some little notches for some terraces, so I'm going to get those marked out. I'm going to get these notches cut out on the bandsaw. Okay, so these two bits are going to go together and that will get 6 candles on. But what I think would be nice is getting another one right at the top. But obviously it's a point at the moment, so if we just lop that off and then we can get it glued together. Right, these two pieces now can get glued together and they're going to be easy to clamp up because these little notches I've cut for the candles are going to be perfect to get a clamp on. Onto my little terraces, I need to drill holes for these little inserts to go. Now, looking at the size of them, I can see that they're 13mm. I don't have a 13mm bit, but I do have a 1/2 inch or 12.7mm. I think that's going to be all right. It might be a little tight, but they should push in. I had left this all to dry. Now though, we can get the holes drilled. As it is, this thing is not the most stable, which is not great when you're going to have candles on it. So what I've knocked up is a couple of little feet. I've just cut angles on them like I did with that first candle holder. So I'm going to get these screwed onto the bottom. That now is much more stable. So let's get these candle inserts put into place. Oh yeah, they're not too tight in there. Right, I've made some candle holders for tea lights and for more traditional style candles, even though they're small ones. Let's try some for some pillar candles. I have those little blocks of wood, and what I think I can do is tilt this table over and cut some geometric angles on the bandsaw. For the pillar candles to go onto, what I have is these little brass coloured dishes. I've got the smallest drill bit I found. I think it's 2mm. So what I'm going to do is drill down in the centre of each of these, and hopefully these dishes are going to get installed just with a friction fit by pushing them in. We'll see how that goes. Let's get these pushed into place. Oh, perfect. There we go. I've got 8 different styles of candle holders. I've got the tea light holders in the little brass inserts. I've made them as a 3. I've also got the glass IKEA ones as a 3, but you don't have to have 3s. I also made a single block one, so you could do any configuration you want. We've got this kind of big Christmassy one. I haven't finished any of these. This I think would look great painted green with the red candles, but you can have any colour you want with any candle colour you want. And then we have our geometric ones. These have got a nice hardwood block, so I think these will look lovely with a bit of oil rubbed into them. That's 8 different candle holders in total. So I hope this has given you some ideas of things you can make for people for Christmas. I'll put links to all the materials I used and some of the Forstner bits and things down below if you want to check it out and have a go at making some of these yourself. If you've already got ideas or already made things, let me know what you've made for people, because I always need ideas and I can steal yours. So thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks to my patrons, and please subscribe for more videos.